The suburban street is quiet, each house a beacon of warmth in the night. The manicured lawns are silent witnesses to the secrets held within. Sarah navigates the serene landscape, her every step a testament to her building anticipation and hidden anxiety as she notices the house getting closer with every step. The subtle illumination captures Sarah's youthful features, highlighting the delicate balance of hope and apprehension within her. She approaches, her silhouette framed against the soft, inviting light, ready to cross the threshold into an unknown chapter. Sarah steps into the living room. Warmth and stillness fill the air, a silent promise of peace. Mr. Thompson nods, reminding, "Remember to check on them every few hours." Mrs. Thompson adds, her voice soft with gratitude, "And thank you again, Sarah. We really appreciate this." As Mr. and Mrs. Thompson prepare to leave, the cozy living room embraces Sarah, the quiet of the sleeping children upstairs filling the house. The living room falls silent, save for the television's soft glow, as Sarah seeks refuge on the couch, homework laid open but untouched. Her eyes wander from the television screen, a silent battle between focus and distraction. In the stillness, the television's light dances across the room, painting shadows that deepen the solitude. Alone, Sarah is caught between worlds, the quiet of the house amplifying her inner thoughts. The piercing ring of the telephone shatters the stillness. Sarah sits alone on the sofa, a silhouette against the dim light. A distorted voice pierces the line. "Have you checked the children?" Silence descends, heavy with unspoken dread. Sarah hangs up the phone. She seems startled as the phone rings again. The telephone's piercing ring shatters the stillness of the room, each pulse amplifying Sarah's mounting dread. An unsettling voice echoes from the receiver, its distorted tones fueling Sarah's growing unease. The distorted voice asks again, "Where were you?" The question repeats, each utterance laced with increasing urgency, tightening the knot of fear in Sarah's stomach. Sarah's unease deepens, her mind racing to escape the chilling inquiry that hangs heavy in the air. The shrill ring of the telephone shatters the silence, each pulse amplifying Sarah's dread. Sarah sits frozen on the couch, her eyes wide with a chilling blend of fear and disbelief. Her hand hovers above the receiver, as though paralyzed by an unseen threat. A disembodied voice echoes, tauntingly close, "You're sitting on the couch, watching TV." Sarah, startled quickly, hangs up the phone. The television screen flickers, casting eerie shadows that dance with Sarah's mounting terror. Sarah, her face etched with terror, clutches her cell phone, her hand trembling as she frantically dials 911. Her voice, a strained whisper. Sarah pleads for help. "I need help. There's someone in my house." The dispatcher's calm voice cuts through her panic. "Please stay calm, ma'am. Can you give me your location?" Sarah's voice cracks as she reveals her address. "It's 123 Maple Street. Please, hurry." The piercing ringing of the landline shatters the stillness, amplifying Sarah's rising dread. Visibly shaken, Sarah reaches for the receiver, her movements betraying her inner turmoil. Her hand trembles violently as she lifts the receiver to her ear, bracing for the voice on the other end. The voice is a distorted, malevolent growl, amplified by electronic interference, more menacing than before. Sarah fights to maintain her composure, clinging desperately to the phone as she attempts to stall for time. The police station buzzes with an almost clinical intensity, the fluorescent lights casting long, stark shadows. Frantic typing fills the air as the police dispatcher races against time, each keystroke echoing the urgency of the moment. Beside them, a police officer leans in, every nerve on edge as they trace the path of a desperate call. The sterile glow of the monitors illuminates faces, etched with determination, a silent promise to protect and serve. A palpable tension grips the room, the weight of responsibility pressing down as the seconds tick away. Sarah slams down the phone receiver, her eyes dart nervously towards the staircase, each shadow seeming to deepen the dread that etches itself onto her face. A mere glance towards the children's bedrooms amplifies her terror, painting a vivid tableau of maternal fear. Listening intently, her face becomes a canvas of raw anxiety, each passing second intensifying the silent scream within. The staircase looms, a silent sentinel to the unseen danger threatening to shatter the fragile peace of her home. The silence on the phone line stretches, amplifying the tension in the room. Sarah exhales, a wave of relief washing over her, briefly easing the suffocating dread. But the reprieve is fleeting, as a new shadow of unease begins to darken her expression. Her moment of relief turns into a stark realization of the nightmare to come. The silence shatters as her cell phone rings. A shrill warning. The voice on the other end urgently warns, "Get out of the house, now!" The calls are coming from inside the house. The chilling revelation hangs in the air, turning the comforting home into a terrifying trap. A piercing scream shatters the silence, Sarah's terror echoing through the house. Driven by primal fear, she dashes towards the front door, her escape the only thing on her mind. Sarah explodes from the confines of the house, propelled into the open air of the front yard. The tranquility of the neighborhood shatters as police cars converge, their sirens wailing a discordant symphony. Figures in uniform emerge from the vehicles, their movements swift and purposeful. The officers advance towards the house, their presence a stark invasion of the domestic space. Sarah watches, frozen, as the scene unfolds before her. The air crackles with tension, the ordinary now tainted by the extraordinary arrival of law enforcement. In hushed anticipation, police officers cautiously venture into the children's bedroom, their figures outlined against the dim light. The air hangs heavy with unspoken dread as they step further into the shadows. The room stands still, holding its breath as the officers advance. A palpable sense of horror begins to permeate the room. The room's stillness belies the horrifying truth now revealed. On a tranquil suburban street, Sarah stands frozen, wrapped in a blanket, a stark contrast to the chaos unfolding before her. The house across the street becomes a spectacle of flashing lights and uniformed figures, its once familiar facade now a scene of dread. As the reality of the situation crashes down upon her, Sarah's eyes widen with terror, her face etched with trauma. The camera lingers on Sarah's face, a portrait of raw, unfiltered horror as she grapples with the unfolding tragedy, overhearing the officers say the children are dead and the suspect escaped.